I'm Jimmy Simon.
And Gemma Franci.
And today we're watching One Kid's Room episode 8 with Bang-chan.
네, 안녕하세요. 스트레이키즈의 방찬입니다.
옛날에 근데 그런 거 있었던 것 같아. 맏형이다. 나는 너네보다 형이야 이런 게 있었는데 지금 그냥 우린 이제 친구야 이런 느낌이지 이제.
많이 되게 편하게 해주고
이게 리더라고 뭐 꼭 뭐 애들을
I think it kind of gave up on the seniority there. But also it doesn't want to be put on a level above the others. I think it's more that than it gave up. Maybe both. But
뭐 시켜야 되거나 우리 이렇게 합시다 뭐 굳이 이럴 필요는 없잖아요. 전 듣는 리더가 되고 싶지 뭘 주도하는 리더는 되고 싶지는 않은 것 같아요. 최대한 멤버들이 믿을 수 있는 기둥이 될 수 있는 그런 존재가 되고 싶고 애들이 생각하는 거 애들이 하고 싶은 거 이런 거 다 리스펙하고 존중하는 게 그런 배려들이 맞다고 생각해서.
But that's the true leader kind of way.
Because also they're a group, they're not under him, they're all together as a group, so it's better if they collaborate together and is not putting himself at a higher level. It could if he wanted to, but he decided that this is
he's
better.
not that kind of person.
I know, that's what I meant.
해야 될 때가 아닌 이상 최대한 뭐 그냥 터치 안 하려고 하는 것 같아요.
우리한테 친구처럼 되게 편하게 해주는데 뭔가 일적인 거나 저희를 챙겨야 되는 부분이 있으면 이제 딱 리더가 되는 거죠.
리더로서 딱 내가 뒤에서 지킨다 이거.
그래서 나 진짜 웃겼던 게 이제 비행기 내리잖아. 근데 이제 찬이 형이랑 나랑 옆에 있었어. 이제 이렇게 가방 싸고 내리잖아. 그럼 당연히 찬이 형 먼저 가게 해줬지. 안 가는 거야. 이렇게 가고 있어 지금. 형 가야 되잖아.
It's like he's always at the back of the line because like he likes, I think, to keep an eye on all the children.
Yes.
And make sure they're okay. That's why I think he always wants to be behind everyone.
내가 먼저 가야 되는구나 이러고 약간 갔었어.
포지션이 항상 뒤에 있죠. 강박이자 습관?
근데
찬이 형 그거 절대 모를걸?
본인은 몰라.
He does 100%.
He does it on purpose.
Does it on purpose.
Yeah.
그냥 박혀 있는 거야 머리에.
근데 그런 게 어떻게 보면은 이제 멤버들을 뒤에서 챙기고 그럴
맞아,
배려나
맞아.
양보.
그치.
그러니까 우리가 막 눈에 안 보이면 막 걱정돼가지고.
그렇지.
But it's like that's why I say it's a good trait for a leader because he's not leading by being controlling, is leading by supporting them and being reliable and like making sure
being there for them when they need it.
앞에 있으면 뒤가 안 보이잖아. 그걸 얼마나 걱정돼.
뒤에 막 한 명만 걸어간다고 생각해 막 찬이 형 성격에 막 이게 뭐야 이럴 것 같아.
맞아, 강박이 아니고 습관. 모르겠어요. 그 괜히 제가 뒤에 있어야 뭔가 편하던데 그냥. 어쨌든 제 시야 안에 애들이 다 보이고 앞에서 가면은 뒤에서 무슨 일이 있는지 모르잖아요. 근데 뒤에 있어야 앞에 있는 무슨 일인지 알 수 있으니까. 이게 막 대놓고 티나게 세지는 않은데 확인은 무조건 하긴 하죠. 사람 많으면 또 안 보고.
it's still obvious. Maybe he doesn't do it as worriedly, like he still checks that they're all there and it hasn't like gone a stray kid more astray than the other. Felix. Maybe he's not overtly doing it, but he's still doing it.
Noticeable.
Yeah, it's noticeable. It's like everyone noticed. Yeah.
보이기도 해서 혹시나 해서 이렇게 세게 되는 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 어떻게든 마지막에 가려 하는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이미 애들 다 갔구나 라는 내가 마지막이니까 다 있겠지 이거 때문에 항상 뒤에 있으려 하는 것 같아요.
난 찬이 형 첫인상 생각하면 뽀글머리에 그 탈색모.
와.
That poor hair has been through some things. I think it's like having him bleach his hair and perm it must have been like some sort of aggression.
Because the thing
towards...
is, even if you have waves, if you bleach your hair, it tends to take a little bit of the wave off, or a lot more. Because when your hair is unbleached and longer, it's closer to mine.
Not as
not
wavy.
quite, not as wavy. It becomes straighter when you bleach it. So
Yeah.
if you're getting like curls and bleach, it's a bit
It's a
tough on the hair.
you double down on the damage, and it's
Yeah.
just no
Yeah,
broccoli hair. Was it green?
looks like it.
뽀글머리
브로콜리
진짜
머리.
기억난다.
옛날에? 장난 아니었지.
장난 아니었지.
그냥 뭐 전설의 연습생이었어.
찬이 형의 기분이 그 트레이닝 센터의 분위기였어요.
우리한테는 약간 날씨 같은 개념이었어.
날씨였죠, 날씨.
오늘,
우중충하다.
오늘 흐름이다.
연습생 때.
Well, I think it's like because he was a trainee for
so
as
long,
long as he
yeah.
was, and he got close to debut
Yeah.
with other groups. I think it's like he had that kind of like impression on the younger trainees that they were looking up to him. So
Yeah.
I think it's like that would be a reason why whatever like his kind of moods were would influence everyone else
Fair,
around
fair.
him. Also, it's
Either
like,
that or
he-
he was young and I had very strong moods. Because
also,
it could
they
be
were
that as
teenagers.
well. Like he was a teenager, so it may be like his moods were more potent.
No,
back
but I think
then.
it's like because he's like a very extremely charismatic person, it would have that effect on like younger trainees that would
Yep.
be looking up to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
그때는 내가 지금보다 영어를 잘했어. 왜냐면 유학 갔다 온 지 얼마 안 됐을 때니까. 그래서 해 크리스 어찌고서 좀 영어를 했어. 야 근데 한국이니까 형이라고 불러야지 해가지고.
진짜로?
Turned down immediately.
I'm like, no.
해가지고.
진짜로?
죄송해요. 하고 나갔어.
아무도 그냥
I can imagine like Hannah's like, disappeared.
Yeah.
형한테 헤이 크리스를 할 수 있는 사람이 없었어.
난 항상 헤이 크리스라고.
Of course.
Because he has Felix privileges. We all know that. Also because he's his Australian buddy. Of course he would let him.
Fair. But it reminded me of, you know, the episode when I was Sumin saying, oh, Lino never pays for no one. And it was, oh, he pays for me. Oh, it must be you. And then just now Han, oh, and
It would
they were
never
like, no
let
one could do
anyone.
that. And like, he done
I
for
could.
me. I could.
Yeah. Again, Felix is the exception.
Yeah, has the privileges.
아 근데 나 되게 많이 이뻐했었어.
아 근데 이현이 진짜 많이 챙겼지.
진짜 많이 챙겨줬어.
이제 남프 시작되고 나서라서 좀 많이 유해져. 얘랑 나랑 우리 그때는 진짜 무서웠어.
그땐 진짜 무서웠어.
지금은 좀 유해졌지.
좀 더.
Well, I think it's like when, maybe not as immediately when they met. I think it may have been tougher when they were about to debut.
Now, we are going to watch the survival show
Yes.
properly. I've seen tidbits of interviews and things, like nothing fully. He was there for a long time. He was close to debuting and then he didn't. So I think he was very focused. So I assume that's the case.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's what
he
I think
was-
was like. It was more like tough love when he cared for all of them and he
No, but I
wanted
think, like,
everyone to
But you-
debut together. So that why it was maybe tougher.
No,
on
but
them.
I mean also before it was the thing that they were going to be a group. I think that the sort of vibe that they were picking up, it was because it was laser focused.
Yeah, it had that
on
fire
what
behind
it
them.
had. I assume like once they started to going towards the road of debut together, then he expanded the fire for them as well, because he was fighting tooth and nail for himself and he wanted them to fight tooth and nail as well to be able to get there
Yeah.
together.
레이백이라고 해야 되나?
찬영도 그때 생각해보면 나이가 지금 우리 나이 아니냐?
아니 20살이었어.
찬이 애기였네.
He was.
He was.
It was like quite literally a baby leading babies.
Yes.
베이비 챔. 아 찬이.
야 그 나이 때는 다 그렇게 멋져 보이고 싶고 그런 거야.
알지. 아유 찬이.
조금의 바람이 있다면 뭐 아 그치 형은 옛날에 비해 많이 변했지 많이 내려놨지 이 얘기는 나올 것 같기는 한데 안 나오면 제가 더 열심히 해야 된다는 거고 지금은 안 무서워할걸요? 아마도 빨리 나왔으면
But
좋겠다.
that's the thing is like a leader shouldn't be scary.
No.
He has gained their respect And that's the most important thing.
Leading with support, making sure that they know that you're
and
their
showing
back
that
is
you
covered.
care.
Yeah,
that's true leadership.
너무 궁금해. 애들이 뭔 얘기할지 몰라서.
이제는 옛날만큼 어렵지 않다.
이제는 뭐 대처하는 방법도 알고
이제 예민했을 때 대처법은 그냥
내두는 거.
냅두면 돼요.
냅두고 방생시켜 놓으면 알아서 풀려서 와요.
그냥 어휴 하고.
그냥 흥분이 가라앉으면 알아서 무한해해요.
아 내가 왜 그랬지?
알아서 이제 약간 무한해해.
근데 그런 예민함이 팀 적으로 봤을 때 좋은 점도 있었고
그래,
그 형은 모든 게 예민하잖아. 귀도 예민하니까 이제 음정 하나하나 다 체크할 수 있고.
그건 좋아.
춤을 너무 잘하지.
춤도 너무 잘하고 믹스도 너무
잘해.
잘하고 음정 박자는 진짜
칼같이 맞춰야 되고.
진짜 칼같이. 맞아.
No, I have to see again.
춤도 너무 잘하고 믹스도 너무
잘해.
잘하고 음정 박자는 진짜
칼같이 맞춰야 되고.
진짜 칼같이. 맞아.
Yeah, he has a very good sense of what works into a song.
has a really damn good ear.
Yeah, and how to put together a soundscape that enhances a song without being overbearing over it.
But also because we've seen him directing the recording is also helping them get where they need to be, not just
As
where
very
he wants
specific
them to be, but what works best for them and for the song.
Yes, because there's been some cases when he's heard someone do a take like in a different way and he's switched up because it was a better way to do it. Yeah, he's like is very much perfectionist in that sense. I think. They all are.
They all are,
to be
like,
fair.
we've seen Sumin trying to sneak back in
Yes.
the recording booth like forever.
That was hilarious. That was him coming back in the intro for Hop. Coming back when he thought they already left,
that was
but they were
hilarious.
still in the studio because
so he got caught.
그냥 찬이 형은 디테일 쪽으로 많이 약간 신경 쓰이는 것 같아요.
뭔가 완벽을 바랄 때가 있어.
찝고 넘어갈 수 없는 부분들을 형이 잘 찝어주지.
그치, 그런 장점이 있지.
솔직히 말해서 고치고 싶었던 부분들은 고쳐지지 않았고요. 그래서 노력하고 있기는 한데 마음대로 잘 안 되는 것 같아요. 그런 부분들은 멤버들이 확실히 어떻게 이 사람을 이해해야 하는지 그거는 다 캐치를 한 것 같아요. 캐치하고 뭔가 이 형을 어떻게든 이해해보자 하는 게 노력하는 게 보여서 더 미안해요.
It is difficult, like trying to change the way you are. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I've been in therapy for like 20 plus years, and there's still things that I'm working on after all that time. When you are used to
Be
act
a certain
or
way,
be in a certain way, the longer you've used to it, the more difficult it is to make the change, even if you do want to make those changes, because certain things, especially certain adaptations to things like trauma, certain things people do to like protect themselves subconsciously sometimes, a certain kind of ways that people react or are or like can feel about things are very difficult to unlearn.
Yes.
In a lot of ways. So it shouldn't be feeling bad about it or feeling sorry for it, because he is trying.
Change is difficult.
Change
it's not easy.
takes time.
It takes
and
time.
it takes a lot of work. Even the fact that he is trying is enough.
Yeah.
Because
but also
you
like,
get
I think,
there eventually
at
if
some
you keep
point
trying.
there is also a different level. Now I'm going to talk about my own personal thing because I don't know him, I know myself. I worked on how I am for years. The main thing that I had to do as the first thing is realize, wait a minute, no, even without changing or changing the things that I wanted to change, I am a good person, I am a nice person, I am good as I am. Accepting that point that even without changes, with the flaws, I was still good and I was still enough. And then once I got to that point of, okay, but let's try and work on being more confident, of stopping caring what other people think, and that helped in the work later on. So I think maybe in his case, I should try and accept himself for how it is and then try to change.
But that's the thing, is like, it's easier to be kind to other people than it is to be kind to oneself.
Yes. But the main thing that helped me, it was like, okay, without judging me for me, if I was the way I am, the way I act, the way I talk, and I was another person, what would I think of them?
Yeah.
And then, because a lot of times people judge themselves way harsher than they judge
everyone
people.
else. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, that's good. I will have no issues with that person is cool. Oh, wait a moment, that person, it's me. And then if people like me, good. If people don't like me, not going to affect me.
Yeah.
하는 게 노력하는 게 보여서 더 미안해요. 내가 또 너무 예민했구나. 이러면서 이제 후회하죠. 좀 유치할 수도 있고 좀 오글거릴 수도 있지만 제 인생이 멤버들 기반으로 돼 있어요. 그래서 저한테 제일 소중한 거, 제일 사랑을 받고 싶어 하는 게 멤버들이다 보니 굳이 더 마찰을 만들고 싶지 않은 것 같아요.
같이 살면
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like, they care so deeply about each other, and that's what like make us like them more.
Yeah,
because you can tell, it is evident in any way they act around each other.
Yeah, but sometimes you can have arguments, you can have like spots, you can have conflict between people
and still care about each other
a lot.
Like, we fight constantly.
Yes, we argue a lot. It's just because we think in different ways and we have different triggers. As long as you love and respect each other, you can have arguments, you can have fights. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All of them, they're working a ton. They have very tight schedules. They're working on the music, on their career. They're working on themselves. They're working on group projects. They're working on solo projects. They have deals with different brands and stuff. It's a lot of it's a lot of things.
It's a lot
that can make you tired, that can make you stressed. And if you get like two people that are both in a vulnerable moment, yes, you can have an argument.
It's
but
easy
as long
to
as
lash
you
out.
as long as you like make up and you love and respect each other, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
많아요, 형이. 정리 같은 면에서도 그렇고 이거 썼으면 그대로 갖다 놔? 아니면 이거 쓰레기는 이쪽에다 모아놔? 이러면 안 하거든요. 뭐라고 하면 이제 애들이 불편할까 봐 그런 거에 대해서 되게 눈치 보긴 해요.
그러니까 그 형 입장에서는 불편하고 그런 상황들이 정말 많을 거예요. 왜냐면 진짜 완벽주의자고 되게 깐깐하고 되게 그런 거에서 되게 민감한 사람인데 꾹꾹 참다가 얘기하게 되죠. 내가 이런 얘기하면 괜히 불편할까 봐. 그런 약간 그런 스타일인 것 같아요.
But I think that's the thing, when you are putting your own standard for yourself so high, it is difficult to add to that what your standards for other people that are around you. There's 8 of them, so there will be instances but where they're not all on the same page.
Oh yeah,
and that's where like you talk things through.
Yep.
취미가 뭐야?
Oh, what would Chan give up first?
Rest.
Hobbies, learning, rest. Yeah, 100%. Rest, hobbies, and then learning last.
I will say rest, hobbies, learn, unfortunately.
it's easy to give up rest when you already don't get a lot.
Fair, but also it could be like, I think it could be either rest hobbies learning or hobbies rest learning.
Yeah, learning is the last regardless, but I think it's rest hobbies learning.
형 취미 뭐야? 찬이 형 취미? 애니 보기, PT, 휴대폰 게임 하기.
찬영이
I don't think working out is a hobby, but okay.
Can count. What is the game that is playing as a Genshin?
Genshin is what we was playing a lot. Well, what he's talked about playing more.
뭐야? 찬이 형 취미? 애니 보기, PT, 휴대폰 게임 하기.
찬영이 핸드폰 게임을 진짜 많이 해.
게임을 소개를 해줬는데 그렇게 행복한 모습은 오랜만에 본 것 같아.
누가 더 잘해? 너랑?
근데 잘하는 게 없어.
약간 메이플 스토리 같은
약간
거?
RPG.
맞아, 그래도 게임을 잘하는 편이 아니라서.
근데 그걸로 인해서 그 찬이 형의 화가 좀 잘 다스려지는 편인 것 같아.
그러면
Yeah, that's when I'm having a bad day. I like killing zombies.
Yeah, it's fun.
It makes it so much better because you take your anger or frustration out of the game, and it makes your life so much better.
1, 2, 3위를 어떻게 정하지?
학습이 제일 포기할 수 있는 거.
이미 학습 완료.
학습, 휴식, 취미.
합숙, 휴식.
Yeah,
아니, 합숙이 아닌데.
학습, 휴식,
학습, 휴식, 취미.
학습.
학습, 휴식, 취미.
학규취.
진짜 모르겠어요. 딱 그 순서인 것 같은데? 취미, 학습, 휴식.
Oh. What? So it's trying to actually rest? Since when?
딱 그 순서인 것 같은데? 취미, 학습, 휴식. 한 번밖에 사는 인생인데 그 한계를 계속 넘고 싶어 하다 보니 계속 학습하고 싶은 것 같고, 취미는 뭐 어쨌든 제가 운동하거나 뭐 축구하거나 뭐 음악이거나 막 이런 거는
Again, making music is not an hobby. It
That
doesn't
is
count.
full-on lifeline.
I think it's like
that is his life, so that doesn't count as
it
an
does
hobby.
not count as an hobby.
No.
계속하면 좋지. 잘하진 않아요. 그거 진짜 잠깐 빠져가지고 시작하다가 없어졌어요 그거. 모르겠어요. 제가 약간 되게 그 미래적인 걸 되게 좋아하는 것 같아요. 약간 현대 미래 그런 걸 되게 좋아하나 봐요. 이제 이엔이랑 이제 같이 살게 되는데 거실을 어떻게 약간 이쁘게 꾸밀지 되게 고민하고 있을 것 같아요. 일단 제일 좋은 막 조명 한 번에 다 색 그런 것도 다 찾고 있고, 스피커도 있고, 공기청정기랑 그것도 기계잖아요. 가습기, 로봇 청소기 한번 맞다. 로봇 청소기 왜 생각 안 해봤지? 그것도 사야 되겠다.
야, 그 인간이 집안에서 드론 날려가지고 기억나냐?
맞아. 다 같이 살 때?
기계 진짜 잘 다루고
맞아요.
그거 어떻게 다 다루는지 모르겠네.
맞아. 이상해.
다 고치고
신기해.
컴퓨터랑 막 이런 것도 잘 다루고.
근데 그거 진짜 반가이고요. 못 고치는 기계가 없어.
I think as long as you look up stuff, you can be good with any machine.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there is no problem to reach knowledge. You have access to the internet. You have access to every single machine comes in with a manual. I know majority of people don't even open the manual, but that's useful. And then when it's something weird
You
or
can look
something
it up
else,
online.
you can look it up online. You can quite literally look up almost anything. It might be inclined to technology because some people might be better than others, but it probably just looks up stuff.
Yeah.
I assume.
형 진짜 잘 고쳐 그런 거. 고장난 걸 떠나서 그냥 다 요청해요.
형 근데 진짜 할 줄 우리 창빈 형은 진짜 할 줄 아는 게 하나도 없어.
저거 다 요청합니다. 찬영한테.
Is that why when they said, "Oh, I set up the thing," and they were like, "Yay! He done one thing."
같은 거에 약간 안 되면은 형한테 연락해서 형 이거 왜 안 돼요? 이러면은 페이스타임 딱 한 다음에 그거 형이 다 알려주는 대로 하면 또 되고.
He is 100% the dad in this family.
Is the problem solver.
Yeah.
Full on.
우리 연습실에 있는 스피커 같은 것들. 이제 맥북이랑 이 TV랑 연결하는 선도 기가 막히게 잘 이렇게 싹싹싹 해요.
능력자.
근데 기계는 근데 그건 있어요. 어쨌든 다 써져 있고 매뉴얼이 있고 그걸 잘 따르면은 쉽지 않나. 그리고 요새 세상에는 유튜브가 있기 때문에
manuals, if it's not on the manuals, the internet is not just for corn, it can be used for learning stuff as well.
Yeah, also it's like we were saying just that a minute ago.
Full on.
그거만 잘 따르면은
Yeah.
쉽지 않나. 그리고 요새 세상에는 유튜브가 있기 때문에 모든 걸 다 찾아볼 수 있어요. 그러니까 저한테는 멤버들은 VIP 게스트 분들이에요. VIP 사람들이요. 아, 그럴 수도 있지. 형이 도와줄게.
To be honest, every now and then he could let them figure things
Yeah.
out themselves.
Yeah.
이거는 이렇게 하는 거야. 특별 대우를 어떻게든 우리 도래님들께 해드리려 하죠.
똑똑해요 진짜.
아 근데 스마트해요.
진짜 똑똑하긴 해.
이번에 그거 합주했을 때. 와 그거 진짜 그 안무에 맞는 소스 빠진 것 하나하나 다 체크하고 막 악기 뭐 하나 틀어지면 그거 듣고 바로 얘기하고.
맞아. 그거 어떻게 다 캐치하냐 근데 그거.
공부도 진짜 많이 하고.
Surprised? Not even a little bit.
Also,
Not
like,
even a little.
There are two types of perfect pitch. One it's innate, one you study to get to that point. So I
Yeah.
think it probably is a combination of both work.
He pays so much attention. That's what I was saying earlier, because their songs, they have such a specific soundscape that he pays attention to the tiniest little sounds and has the kind of brain that can wive them together. So
But
they
also figure out what is out of place.
yes.
빈틈이 하나도 없어요.
맞아.
네?
그리고 그냥 칭찬을 아예 못 들어.
칭찬 듣는 걸 되게 못해요.
Yeah.
그 약간 잘해주면 싫어해요. 근데 또 못해주면 또 그것도 싫어해요.
그래서 이제 나는 칭찬을
Yeah. We noticed.
Yeah, we notice.
형님 고생했습니다. 약간 이런 식으로 해주지.
요 정도가 제일 좋아.
자기가 고생한 걸 알아준 거야. 그 정도면 되는 거야.
오.
그리고 찬이 형.
They're like, we can use it. That's great. The Magnes figured the cheat code. He has his own standards so high. When someone compliments him, I think in his brain it maybe it's just thinking, oh, I'm just doing my job. I'm not doing anything special.
He was extremely young, from age 13 to 20 when he debuted, when he was really, really young. It's been in an environment when, yes, he was learning, but also he was constantly judged on everything.
Yeah.
And he can put certain way of thinking in someone's head, because people get judged on their looks, on their weight, what they eat, what they don't eat, they control. The fact that I think he said that his Korean was not as good when he moved. He had more difficulty and judgment and everything to start with. So he had to work a lot hard. So I think it was a lot of years of harsh judgment when he was really, really young.
Yeah, that was internalized.
Yeah, and I think that broke its self-esteem.
That is also the kind of training environment. Everything is a competition. So when anyone makes a mistake, it is taken with a magnifying lens. Anything less than perfection is not good. So when they receive compliments, it is difficult because you have kind of like two levels in your mind. You're thinking, no, I did what was expected, so why are you complimenting me for something that is a given?
Because the going above and beyond is the standard, and now it's going to take a lot of work for him to be able to take compliments.
감사합니다.
저는 제 자신을 생각하는 걸 잘 못해요. 그게 제 약점인가 모르겠어요. 제 자신을 인정 못하고 제일 인정받고 싶어하는 사람들은 멤버들인 것 같아요. 멤버들이 저를 인정한다면 전 그냥 편하게 죽을 수 있을 것 같아요.
그냥 약간 표현 같은 거?
It's like, I want to give him the biggest hug and like just tell him how good he's doing and how good he is and how he's doing the best and he's an amazing leader and just
He done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He's done a great job. He's still doing,
He's still doing
a great
an
job, and
amazing
he's
job.
going to do still an amazing job. And the fact that the group is the way it is,
It's a lot
due
to do
part
with him.
to a lot of his
leadership. Yeah.
그래서 조금 미숙한 거지 않나?
은은하게 티내는 스타일 같으면 그 이런 향을 풍긴다 할까요? 좋네요, 형.
Sometimes Hyunjin has ways to explain things.
So it still has strong emotions that have wavelengths apparently.
Yeah.
갑자기 왜 애니화가 되는 거야?
그런 바이브를 풍겨낸다고 해야 되나요?
아플 때 안 아픈 척 진짜
아 맞네. 아플 때 안 아픈 척하는 거 많다.
그거 아시죠?
그래서 서바이벌 방송 때 넘어졌었어요.
전사의 후회 할 때.
스케이트보드 타다가 얼굴이 아스팔트에 갈렸던 적이 있습니다.
연습실 왔는데 형 왜 그래요? 아 저쪽에서 넘어졌어. 겁나 아파 보이는데 되게 괜찮은 척.
살짝 긁혔어. 살짝 긁힌 정도가
So
아니거든요.
was it the clip when he falls down on his face and then gets back up and starts singing like immediately, like nothing
He
happened?
started singing as he was getting up.
Yeah, yeah.
반짝이라고 표현하는데 막 와.
It's like we can see it like
I'm fine, like bleeding, broken and bruised. I'm fine. I'm
like
okay. I'm okay.
tis
I'm
like
fine.
tis just a scratch.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah. To
And
deal
listen,
with
I've done
illnesses.
it. I've done it. I am mental. My dedication to work and my level of what I count as what I should do for work and what level of not okay pain wise and everything I should still work used to be insane.
You went to work
I know, no, but I'm learning.
one day with a extremely serious medical situation where you had to have emergency surgery
I was still on time.
and you went to work when you
I know,
should
I
have
know.
been in the hospital.
I
So
know.
your standards are messed up.
No, but I know that they were crazy. I am now getting better.
You're still not good. You're still not
but
good about
it's
it.
still, if you compare it to 10 years
Yes.
ago,
Yeah.
so much better. If you compare it to 5 years ago, so much
no,
better.
I know. Again, progress in those kind of things takes time.
Yes.
얼굴이 아스팔트에 갈렸던 적이 있습니다.
연습실 왔는데 형 왜 그래요? 아 저쪽에서 넘어졌어. 겁나 아파 보이는데 되게 괜찮은 척.
살짝 긁혔어. 살짝 긁힌 정도가 아니거든요.
반짝이라고
No,
표현하는데
just
막
a scrape.
와.
알아봐줘. 그게 좀 귀여워.
근데 그 형 알아봐줘 이거 되게 좋아해.
알아봐주면 진짜 좋아해.
진짜 좋아해.
그거만큼 행복해하는 거 없어.
목마른 형이야. 그 형 사랑했죠. 목마른 형.
은근 관심 받고 싶어해. 은근.
여기는 뭐 해달라고 해요. 그 형 그거 진짜 행복해.
맞아, 자기를 필요로 하는 거에 대한 행복감을 느껴.
그러니까 리더라는 거예요.
맞아, 진짜 천상이에요.
그거 자체가 진짜 리더라는 거예요.
우리 다 이제 다 무뚝뚝하니까 저희는 약간 그렇게 성장해 온 것 같은데요. 그런 얘기 안 해도 고마운 거 아니까. 아니 그냥 되게 장난식으로 툭 던지긴 하죠. 약간 그냥 애들이 반응이 궁금해서 하는 거긴 한데 릭스한테 영어로 한국 섞어서도 하고 창빈이한테도 끊임없이 하고 다 해요. 아무래도 다 싫어하지 않을까요? 다 싫어해요. 네.
부담스러울 정도로 하긴 해.
힘은 절대 난리나.
That's the
이제.
thing, like they all know.
Mm-mm,
They
of
all know.
course.
And it's like when you're with family or best friends, you don't necessarily need to say things
Yeah.
openly. Even the way that you joke with each other, sometimes are mean to each other and things like that in a joking
Why are
way.
you looking at me when you're saying that?
No reason. In a joking way, if you do those things to me, if you spend a day without trying to annoy the ever living hell out of me,
I don't do it
I
all
would-
the time, and I don't do it every day. And I do it in tiny, innocuous
but I'm
ways.
saying that if you stop doing that, I would think that you were replaced by a pod person.
Fair.
콘서트에서 예를 들어
그런 표현도 약간 내가 봤을 때 그냥 애니잖아.
맞아.
자기가 그리고 있는 자기의 그
맞아,
모습이
맞아.
있는 거야.
맞아.
이미 자기는 이미 다 극제이잖아. 극제이.
맞아.
이미 자기는 여기서 이걸 할 거를 미리 계산을 하는 거야.
머릿속에서는 3인칭이야. 저쪽에서 우리의 모습이 보이고 있는 거야. 그 얼마나 멋있고 웅장한 우리의 모습이 보이고 있는 거야. 머릿속에서.
지금 이런 얘기를 들으니까 또 되게 새롭네.
애니메이션을 많이 봐서 그런 것 같아.
맞아.
왜냐면 나도 가끔 그런 거 항상 하거든.
Look, there's nothing wrong with watching a lot of anime.
내가 만약 이런 데에서 이런 걸 한다면
나 근데 그거 되게 낭만 있다고 생각해.
나도 되게 낭만 있다.
난 낭만이라고 생각. 난 찬이 형은 낭만주의자야 그 형은.
저 형 진짜 낭만이야.
낭만이야. 저 형 낭만
낭만이야.
진짜 짱이야.
성찬은
Reliable and caring.
Yeah.
but mostly reliable.
I would say caring.
I think it's like he is very caring, but I think the thing that he's the most, it would always be there for anyone.
Yeah.
So I think reliable may be closer, because caring,
Yeah.
yes, of course, but the reliable is more like all encompassing.
Yeah, passionate, loving,
Yeah.
caring, reliable, safe, like a safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind.
늑대다. 너무 섹시한데?
좀 섹시한데?
Oh wow, there's like Wolfgang in the background. Huh, weird.
That's why it was like when I saw Railway, I was like, I thought it would have been werewolf.
Yeah,
instead
no,
it
I was surprised as well.
vampire.
Like I would like,
Yeah.
it's like being
I thought
Chan.
it would have gone for
I
werewolf,
I
not
would have
vampire.
thought he would embrace the werewolf thing
Yeah.
a lot more
Yeah.
than just turning
Like,
to
don't get me
the
wrong,
other.
it looked damn good in it.
Oh, yeah,
like,
no, no,
and
no.
from like horror fans were like, it was so stunning.
Yeah.
So that's good, but like I thought they were going like werewolf instead it was vampires.
이거로다.
아,
아, 약간 좀 했다.
Still not.
방탄은 낭만 캥거루. 나는 낭만 캥거루.
찬이는 잘 몰라요. 찬이는 어려워요. 찬이는 한참 멀었어요. 찬이는 더 열심히 해야 돼요. 찬이는
Chan needs a hug.
Yeah.
Chan makes me want to just hug him and keep him
Okay.
safe. And here I thought I could go the whole episode without crying.
Oh, I'm not going to cry, but
I'm close.
Heffin, how that like that hurts.
찬이는
It's like heavy is the head, the where's the crown.
Fudge.
찬이는 잘 몰라요.
Is not still astray, is with family.
Yeah.
Not lost but
찬이는
safe.
Mm.
Complicated. Yeah.
어려워요. 찬이는 한참 멀었어요.
Maybe, but Chan is doing
But
okay.
he's
Chan
done-
is working on it. Chan is
So-
doing amazingly.
But he might think he has a long way to go, but it has
to see how
No,
far he's
it's-
gone.
how far he has gone. So he's gone so farther than probably even him could think about.
Like little Chan would be so proud of Chan of today.
Yes.
찬이는 더 열심히 해야 돼요.
No. Again, no, you're
Chan
doing
needs to
Chan,
take care of
Chan,
himself.
Chan needs to accept that he's doing the best that he can.
Yeah. And is loved and is cared for
Appreciated.
and appreciated.
And he's doing well.
찬이는 지 자신도 잘 모르는 바보.
Chan needs to be able to accept help
Yeah.
and
Start
to
caring
put
for
himself first
He's
more.
never going to put himself first because he's going to always put the members first.
I know,
but
but
at least at the same level.
sometimes
at least at
Chan,
the same
sometimes
level.
Chan needs to be more selfish,
Selfish.
and Chan needs to take care of himself and let others take care of him.
Yeah.
멤버들밖에 모르는 바보. 약간 시간 계산을 좀 많이 잘 하긴 해요. 대략
Why? Seriously, why?
That's the thing. Like he doesn't see
Yeah.
what we see in him.
What they see as well.
What they see in him. Like
Well, everyone can see.
He is so aware, but also not. It hurts. See him like that, and it's like I wish him so much better. Like he deserves all there is good. And I'm just going to read what he's saying because they haven't fallen yet, and I'm not gonna blink because That's probably why his episode was the last.
Yeah, fair.
Because if it was the first,
no one would have had courage to watch all the others. Like, fucking emotional damage.
This is the kind of stuff that makes me want to like sit him down, give him a hug, and just tell him until he actually understand that he is worth it, that he is good enough, that
the thing is
he is doing well, and he needs to take care of himself.
All these things that he just said is said with 100% conviction.
That's which hurts more. It hurts more because he knows those are issues for him.
I need the others to take better care of him. I think,
but he also needs to let them.
Yes,
he also needs to let them.
There is a point that when you have a friend and you have someone that you care about that is
clearly struggling,
and lost, then you just don't leave them to figure out themselves, because it's like, if he's still feeling lost and is feeling like that, and he doesn't put himself first, then the others have to put him first. Because I don't think, change starts from yourself.
But sometimes you need the push. You need the kick in the butt.
And the people that care the most in the entire universe are the other members. They're the most important thing in his life. And I will say second place it'd stay. And it will probably put in his family. And it will probably put himself so far down the list that he's an idiot. But because of this, I think the people that he most need is the kids. And they need to step up and
force him to,
and take care of him in a stronger way, because this hurts. This is not nice, because he's a good person, he's a nice person, he's a caring person, he
deserves everything that is good. He deserved to feel better about himself. He does not deserve to feel this way about himself. Because it feels like when Han was lost, when Han wasn't doing well, and it hurt seeing him that way. But now Han is going better, and I want that for him too.
But the thing is, I think he's been lost for a while.
He's been lost from day one.
I think he's been lost since he was 13. I think he's been lost, and very lost, for a while. And is probably masking it and hiding it to some degree.
And I think it's like,
he never found a way. He found the members, but it has not found himself.
No.
So yeah. Fucking hell. Like, seriously.
지금의 몇 시 몇 분이겠다 하면은 그 맞추는 그 재미. 예를 들어 제가 뭐 7시 50분에 씻으러 갔어요. 그럼 나올 때 한 8시 지금 딱 3분이겠다 하면은 뭔가 맞출 때 막 그런 거 있어요.
I did not expect this episode to
end like that.
Yeah,
honestly,
we cannot even say like, I hope you enjoy it as we enjoyed, because
we
like,
didn't, especially
up to a point.
End.
Yes, and then the end was like a Humville in the fields. So
I hope beyond all hope that
he finds himself.
He can find himself, and he can one day see himself the way that the other members see him.
The other people see him. Like, even us,
see him.
Like, I'm just going to swear because it's like I can't. Like, even us, like, for fuck's sake, we don't know them. We absolutely do not know them, because we know them only by the videos that we see online, and we can see even the little glimpse that they're putting out, it's so big, and they're really great, and they just need to tiny brick by tiny brick rebuild their self-esteem, and they have to put in a little bit of try to find themselves. And if they're struggling to do it themselves, then the members need to like that get their ass up and help more.
Yeah. And
because I don't think they probably know him better than everyone else, but it's not showing them the full thing.
No. And I think he would be the kind of person that is dismissive about his own issues when other people bring them
because
out.
they said it as well, when he's sick, when he's hurt, he tries
he
not
doesn't
to show it.
He hides it.
Even in this case, it's not showing it fully. So luckily for certain things, they can see it. But I hope they see this and they try and do their best to help him.
I was like, in general, I don't care how. I just want him to feel better about himself.
Yeah.
And just do better, because this hurts to see, and I just wish that he can one day realize just how important he is to everyone,
but not even
and
that.
how like it can get to love himself,
but not even that. He
and
needs to realize that is not only enough, is even more than enough.
Is more, and and I just want him to
feel better.
Yeah. Because even we don't know him, but we can still care, and we just want all of them to do better. And it makes me angry to know that life and things made him the way that he is and gave him those opinions on himself, because no one starts thinking badly about themselves.
Yes, to be fair, some people might have some chemical imbalances that might make them more prone to certain mental states other than others. But
trust me, I know.
But there is some of those things.
There are external things that push the envelope on those things. I wish that the industry as a whole actually cared more about their idols' mental health. They helped them more, and the things were not as damaging to young, impressionable people that then turn out to be broken adults.
Yeah.
Because some of the damage that the trainees get, mental damage and physical damage that they get from the way that the industry is, are so difficult to undo, and it can take years to get better from it. So the industry should be responsible for these kids, so that they don't turn up into adults that don't believe in themselves, in adults that care more about others than themselves. And I know things change in not necessarily as fast as we would wish they do, but I hope they can. And in general, notwithstanding all of that, I just want him to get better and be better and feel better about himself, because it deserves to be happy. And he deserves to be happy with himself, and he deserves to believe in himself the same way that he believes in the other members. And this is the episode. This is the episode. I don't even think there's anything we can say or do to make any difference, because I'm sure stays are constantly telling him or them
But I don't think
how much they appreciate it, but
yeah.
it's not a thing that you can just say and magically everything is better.
Yeah. I think probably because his number one love is stray kids. I think like the most healing part will probably come from them.
Yeah.
And then hopefully in the future from himself as well.
I just hope that like this new year will be bringing a bit more happiness to him, because he deserved the world.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say if you enjoyed this as much as we did,
because fuck this.
I'm like,
seriously,
I'm literally crying.
I'm not. You have not seen me cry. Like I can be emotional without tears.
Yeah. So see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.